Hokies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Las Vegas Raiders. And off we go from Denver. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now a play fake here on first down. And his first pass is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Here's Goff. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Goff now looks to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. This defense for the Broncos, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with a missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Looking to throw again on second down. Goff got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Jacobs from the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
Throwing the out route. That's Allen. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Back to throw. Goff completes this out left to Ruggs. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And that'll set them back 5. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Now it's Goff. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Now Goff. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Broncos force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
Double tight. We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Check 3. Switch.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Let's get it. Double tight, guys. Double tight. 3 down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. It's a big play there for the Broncos. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
19 Tiger.
2nd and 6. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. 6-0 our score after 1. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Goff now to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Broncos. K.J. Hamler, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. The try here for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. To throw on 2nd and 10. Goff. Powering forward. That's caught by Waller out left side. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And Jacobs, I don't think is going to get there. No. It appears they're going to mark him short of the 1st. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They go with Jacobs, and he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the 1st down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the 1st down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, didn't get much more than that.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
Goff. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. They'll run right here with Jacobs. A first down and more for Jacobs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, they go with Jacobs again.
Come on now, come on.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will shrink to 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. 5-3 their record at the halfway point, and you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them. And number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit, because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That's caught left side by Judy. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
They go play action here on 1st down. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And you'd think on third down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And that one covering an even 63 yards in the air. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Gone. And he will find his man Ruggs. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Goff. Looking deep for Adams. It got his man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Davante Adams. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Broncos 19, Raiders 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 2. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. First down and much more here for Jones. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Even. 4 down. Even.
A 1st down run here by Jones as he'll take it forward for a gain of about 4. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now this time he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Check.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. This will be caught. Judy. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop the throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. And the Raiders will take over here just shy of the 30. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
50, Mike's 50. Get the ball.
On 2nd and 12, Goff. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Nice, sweetheart. Mike 50, Mike 50. Stay with your man.
3rd and 2, Goff. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Go street. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Mike.
They're going to look to throw. He'll drop this off for Davis. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. Now here's Michael Dixon, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Returnable here from the 38. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 94 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. An option handoff given to Sanders. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. Oh, good move. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Hey, 50. Hey, Shell. I got you. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
They'll try to run with Sanders, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Once again with Sanders. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Raiders add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Broncos 19,
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
On second down now, it's Jones. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 8.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go with Jones. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted, because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed. If it's 4th and 2, probably doesn't do it. Hey, he got it. Give him credit.
Yeah, but if they don't pick it up,
then you're in trouble.
Yeah, they're giving points to the other team at that stage.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On play action, they'll throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And the Raiders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. As a quarterback, Charles, you have to imagine that he knew that heat was coming there on that snap. But this time, the pressure forces him into an interception.
Absolutely he knew, and maybe that's a spot in other parts of the game. He's going to think about just throwing that one away, but down late in the 4th quarter, he has no choice, no luxury. He's got to try and make a play. And even with that pressure around him, he tried to complete it downfield to no avail.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now a quick throw out wide to Ruggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
50's the mic. 50's the mic. Hey, pick your game up.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 130 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47.
Hey, guys, I got 19. He's mine. He's not going anywhere. Jim, 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 Jim.
Here's Jacobs. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Raiders on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Check. Hey, lift. They not ready for this, man. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on 3rd down.
Ric Flair. Mike 50. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Hey. Look. Mike's 50. Check right. Mike's 50.
Here's Goff.
Here I come.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Jacobs with a carry on 1st down as he'll get about 3 there before he's taken down. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
He's telling the right. Hey, 4 down.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Yeah, baby.
Carlton Davis picks it. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Las Vegas, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll return home next.